Yep. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. This is part 4, part 5. I don't know if I even forgot. So introduce yourself real quick. Your name, your age, and then your relationship status.
Who, me? Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
you can start with you. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. My name is Scarlett. I go by Mama Scar. That's what they call me.
Uh-huh.
I am 23 years old, and I'm a single woman, a single mother.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
I'm Taylor. I'm 26, but you can call me Daddy.
Period.
And what else?
Relationship status.
I'm single.
All right. Let's go.
Hey, and I do.
Not you, the men.
I was like, I do look after my son.
No, not you.
Okay, I was like,
no, that's what I said. No, that's what I said with regards to the child support. That's what I first said. I think that you have a kid that you should look after it. I don't agree with men giving the women money. But I think it's disgusting that a man can have a child and not support it.
So do I. But this is another thing. So this is the comments we have to make, right? Because we don't have all the answers. We have to make the comments on it. This goes into the deeper point. Every time a court rules in favor of a chick having $100,000 a month, that puts men off to a level. Like, it's fine if there was a baseline child support, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month. That's if you have a kid, baseline, regardless of income. If your man wants to give you more, he does. If he doesn't, whatever. But when you come along and start saying this percent of a man's income, do you have any idea how scary that is to a man who works for his money? He works for his money. And do you know why it's scary? It's not just because he's giving his money away. It's because he knows he isn't giving money to the kid.
Yeah.
The kid, you can raise a kid on $500 a month in most of the world. You want that kid in Gucci, you in a nice car, going on dates with another dude with my money. I'd rather burn the fucking house down than to give it to you under those fine circumstances.
Make vouchers for child support.
All right. Let me hear your thoughts, because I'm glad I got you on the show. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, that's facts.
Ooh. Okay. Talk to me. Both of y'all.
I mean, you don't really need $100K a month
to
raise a kid.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I mean, they probably got a lot of money.
You said they probably got a lot.
So in that case,
Yeah.
So you want to take their money, basically.
I mean, is it my kid? Then I'm getting the child support.
No. So yeah, it's your kid. Do you feel that it should be a baseline child support? Do you feel that I guess child support should be a required thing for most places and most people?
I mean, if they're just gonna like have the kid but not be around, I feel like they should pay for it.
Okay, cool.
Honestly, that's a hard argument to
really
not agree with, because yes, like you hear stories about women getting $250,000 a month for child support because these men are billionaires, right? And it makes sense, okay, because the percentage in most cases, but I think that once you start like talking about a tax bracket that I can't really speak on,
yeah, keep going.
You know, like I don't know, I just feel like yes, that makes sense, but yeah. Okay. I mean, I can't really argue with it because every situation's different. So
okay, carrying on.
I just think it incentivizes poor decisions. Like I haven't gotten pregnant by someone, but like but I'm saying, but like you're gonna pay someone who's done that. Like why do they get?
Okay. No, but I'm literally telling you that if I made more money than him, I would have no problem paying for my child. And child support laws vary in different states. So in North Carolina, for instance, if you make over combined of $300,000 a year, then you are considered off the grid. So then you have to prove this is how much your rent is. Any bill that my son occupies, I get a percentage of. So on the low end, it would be 50%. If there's a big enough salary gap, it could be up to 97%. In the court, the judge gets to decide what makes the most sense. So if my child's father makes $20 million a year from basketball, he gets to decide if $6,000 is a lot, if $8,000 or $10,000, whatever. But you have to prove that. So it's not like you just it's enough money for a Chanel bag. Like these are my son watches Peppa Pig. That's a cable bill. You know what I mean? So it's a percentage of everything. So you're not like just living it up. You're just living. I mean, so you're able to. There's a roof over your son's head.
My whole point is that like.
Okay. Do you think that her point of the other girl is saying that it incentivizes women to, I guess, make bad choices, and I guess the child support system, etc., saves you from the bad choices? Then I'm gonna actually skip this because I want to get to some like dating shit.
Wait, what?
All right, let me explain this one more time for you. All right. When it comes to this, she's hot as fuck. When it comes to this, she's saying that it makes women be less accountable for their actions because they know they can get saved by child support or from child support. Do y'all agree or disagree with this?
So with that argument, since I live it, I have a person on child support, right? So I understand how it works, and my frustration with it was, okay, I'm fighting with someone who, whenever you talk about money like that, most of the time their wives don't work. So whenever they leave them, they don't have no money of their own to start off with, because that's how my situation was. So I understand child support, yes. Like if that partner has the money, which if that partner is making that much income, usually that wife isn't working. So whenever y'all break up or get divorced, that person has to start over with no resume, no work experience. It was tough, right?
Okay.
So yes, I do feel like he's responsible because we were together. We had this child. You make the money. I need some money too. You put this baby in me. Like, the fuck?
Okay. So you don't think... So when y'all was together, this was a planned thing, I'm guessing?
Yeah, well, we weren't caring if we did. Like, we weren't, like, preventing it. We knew that it could happen, and we were ready if it did.
Okay. Was he ready, though? Like, he expressed that?
Yeah, he was more than ready. Like, he was the one that wanted me to keep my son more than I did, because I was 19. You know, I was young. I was scared. He was a little older. I mean, he was only... 21 at the time. Okay. But just a little older, or maybe he was 22, but regardless, I was still a teen. And so I was like, I don't know, y'all. Like, I don't really know, you know. I've only known him for like 3 months.
Oh, whoa, shit.
Yeah. But he was the best father, and like he promised me that we stayed together until, you know, our son was 1, and we went separate ways.
Okay, so then why get him on child support if
he's on child support. You know what the fucked up thing is, though? He was like, don't get child support involved. I'll pay you more. Like, fire your lawyers. And then
could you scoot up for me?
Yeah, my bad. He was like, fire your lawyers and I'll give you more. Like, they're not going to know how much money, like, I really make for real. So he's like, I'll pay you more. So I was like, okay, fire my lawyers. And now I'm in a situation where he only pays me like $100 a month.
$100?
$100. And it could be like $1,000. But you know what? At the same time, like, you're a good father. We have joint custody. You know, like, he does everything for his son. He's a great father. So I know I can handle my own. So I'm going to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? But that's just that's my situation. Like, everyone's situations are different. Okay. But I know if I needed that money, I could be like, listen. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Do you think that by putting him on child support, he has some type of resentment towards you and the child?
Yeah, and it's caused a lot of problems. He's like, why the fuck do I have to pay you? Like, he doesn't understand. Because he's like, I have him half the time. We have joint, so it's 50-50. Okay. So I'm like, yeah, you don't understand, but like, that's just the law. I'm sorry, I don't write the law. And plus,
but why did you get the law involved?
Mothers just need, like, that's just how it should be designed. I feel like whenever it's easier for a man to, whenever a couple breaks up, a man and a woman who had a child, it's gonna be, the world is set up for that man to win, right? So a woman who hasn't worked for a long time.
Hold on, you said the world is set up for the man to win?
I do believe, yes. That's just like, that's how it's naturally created. Like, the man is set up in nature, I feel like, to. That's unfortunately how society's been. The man gets paid more. The man has more rights. Women just started getting their rights not too long ago. Let's not get deep into it.
Let's get into it. No, like, name one. No, this is why I created the show. Name one right name one right.
Are we gonna talk about other countries?
No, we're talking about our country.
Okay, well, we could just talk about in general. I'm talking about the world. That's the way the world is set up. Even though it's not legal here, it's more like incognito. It's more camouflage here because it's not legal. Doesn't mean that shit's not going on.
What's not legal?
Like, women's rights are legal here, but in other countries they're not. So here it's still, that's the foundation of what we began on. So whenever I see a struggling woman who's a mother, I'm looking at the father like, why the hell are you struggling? Like, you're a man in this world. Like, go fucking cut down a tree or go do something. All right,
there's so many things we gotta talk about. Okay, no. So in America, could you name one right? Is there any rights that men have that women don't?
No. Well, not anymore. No, but we're talking about like pay grades. I'm talking about if we get like into it. I'm talking about
like what?
Okay, men get paid more than women.
That's false.
Okay, so that's just like a thing that everybody just believes.
Yes,
like
and it's actually false.
That's never happened.
They don't take into account. They took all the men, they took all the women, and they see how much they get paid. But you can't just take women and take men on how much they pay because men and women are different. Hold on, real quick. I'm almost finished speaking.
Go ahead.
So when it comes to men and women, right? Men probably work more hours. They work harder jobs. Men tend to be in fields like STEM, that's science, technology, and engineering and math. Women tend to pick better jobs of being psychologists or nurses, etc., which don't actually pay more. So you got to take into account all these different things versus just all men and all women. Yeah.
So you believe that just 1 year, whenever we made women's rights legal in America, that all of a sudden everything just became equal?
No, 100%. I'm not arguing that.
So you don't think that's still that's just completely like just something of the past now.
Yes,
that's
100%.
Nothing that's going on now.
Because you got to think about it. You just got to use a little bit of common sense. If I can get away with paying one person for the same exact money, for literally the same exact work output, versus another person for the same exact money, for less money for the same exact work output, I would hire all women.
Right.
I would never hire dudes ever.
But that's your preference, right? But is the world set up to where women are not designed to be, no, I'm not going to say designed because we are designed. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is the opportunities for men is just, I don't know, I just feel like it's always been more of a opportunity for a man.
I'm confused. Okay, explain it, but explain that to me.
Job-wise, I just feel like, we come from, I don't know, now you put me on the spot. This is the point of the podcast. Let's go. But no, okay, but like, we gotta think about like our ancestry, like what women have been taught to do in society, to stay home, take care of the kids, you know what I'm saying? And over time, we have gained, our rights, which is amazing. I'm not gonna downplay that.
Yeah.
But I do believe at the same time, if we're talking about having a child, which is what we're coming back to, like if you're having a child with a man and you guys agree on having this child, and especially if we're talking about numbers like that, a man who is making millions of dollars a year, right? That girl, you think that she's working? No. So whenever they break up and she's having to take care of this kid because he's a millionaire and he's going to probably go to another country or do whatever the fuck they do, right? Yeah. She's going to be taking care of that kid. You don't think that she deserves a fraction of what he made with her, with that being her responsibility majority of the time? You feel me?
Okay. I do understand a little bit of what you're saying. But my thing is that the numbers just doesn't add up. A lot of times I see these cases where dudes are having to pay $200K a month.
Oh, I agree.
Or fucking crazy ass numbers. There definitely should be a cap of maximum and a cap of, in my personal opinion, a minimum. So I do agree with you with that point about poverty. But overall, men and women are pretty much equal when it comes to work. And actually, I'm gonna be honest. I would say it's in your favor. More women are in college. More women are more educated than more men. So women are actually dominating the workforce. They're just choosing to go to jobs that's not
getting knocked up early. So sometimes that happens, and it's like, yes, even though there is more women that go that route, or there's a lot of women, I'm not gonna say more women that go that route, but there is a lot of women that go that route, you still gotta consider like things happen. And so out in the real world without that college degree for a woman, I just feel like it's easier for men to find these connections, because for a woman, a lot of men don't look at you with, oh, okay, like, she could run a business. They look at you half the time, especially if you're a beautiful woman, they're going to look at you as nothing but that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you want to elevate in whatever that may be that you're doing, a lot of the time it's not as easy for a woman to rank up higher than it is for a man, right? Okay.
I may actually agree with that, but I disagree with the point that it is harder to network. I think a woman can network easier. They just might not take you as serious as a man would. I think that's what the case is. But let's carry on.
What do you feel like, Daddy?
Yeah, what do you feel like?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, me personally, I hate talking to people, so.
But you know what? Keep it simple, yeah.
I hate talking to people. God damn. Carry on.
So Brendan, you're not fat.
I'm getting ad blocker. Do not come for me, all right?
Look at Nate.
Where now you have men ignoring their baseline bullshit, work together. Nope.
Wait, did that say I'm fat?
You know what?
It was like, fucking I'm fat.
If it was taking care of you,
here's one thing you need to do before you start your holiday shopping. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this.
And for anyone out here who disagrees with me, the things men do for status, let's actually analyze how baseline men are. What is status? Status is respect, right? Men kill over respect. Gangs kill each other over respect. A man will smash another man's face in for insulting him. We will die for respect and status. You tell me we won't get married? We'll die for We'll go to the front line of a war, and the only reason we don't walk away and abandon our post as artillery shells rain is because we're afraid of being mocked for being a coward. We'll die for status. So status is what it's all about. It's what it's always been about. If you wanted a man to marry you, status. And it's the same thing with nearly anything you want to do with a man. I don't know anything about your personal life. I'll be honest, I don't know, right? But I'll tell you this now. If this dude, this NBA player, believed that he would be higher respected amongst his peers and amongst society for taking care of you properly, that's what he'd fucking do. He doesn't feel that because either he's rolling with the wrong people, or you've pissed him off in a way, or something public's happened. I don't have a clue. But something's happened where he feels like, if I take care of her, I'll look like a bitch. That's what he's scared of. If it was inversed, he had no problem giving you money. Because that's how men function. I'm telling you right now, as a man, I'm telling you what I would do. If I had a chick with a woman, right? And she went on the news, top G's this and fucking, like I said, I have no idea what you've done, but I'm just giving my personal made-up scenario.
Oh, yeah.
She would go on the news, top G's this, and he fucking lied to me, he's a piece of shit, da-da-da. And then I bought her a Bentley. Women's like, well, look, she insults top G, she insults him, and he's a simp, da-da-da. But if she was like, you know what, he's misunderstood, he's a good guy, it just didn't work out, blah, 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 I'd bet she'd be in a mansion. Right? And would that be me being a nice guy caring about her? Or let's be honest, would it be me being a selfish piece of shit dude and saying, what makes me look better? Men are all about status. It's how we function. It's how we function as a whole. So society, this is where it extrapolates and gets interesting. When society with this new think has destroyed all of the baseline humanities and baseline understandings of how men interact with women. And now, all the things we previously understood about what made a good man, what made a good woman, and how we should act together and how we should interact has been erased. Of course men are acting like dickheads, and of course women are doing wrong things, because nothing makes sense anymore. You've taken the chessboard and moved all the fucking pieces around. Nobody gets it. It should be very simple. I'm a man, I work hard, I take care of my woman. I'm the man of the house. She treats me with respect. She would never insult me or raise her voice to me in front of other people. She has a problem, she brings it to me in private. We act as a team. We work together. If we break up, she was a good woman to me. She fulfilled her roles the best she possibly could. I'm still a man. I'm going to take care of her. But all of that is gone. All of it's gone. All of it. And it's gone because of all the ideas we were discussing earlier. The feminism, the new age bullshit, the fucking dudes left and right and center. All these things... All these baseline things have eroded society to the point where now you have men ignoring their paternal instinct. You have men who will sit there and go, that's my child, but I fuck her. That's actually a massive observation to make about how fucked up society is. And it shouldn't be that way because men in a lot of the world are not like that. And so you have to look at all these small things. The small things we talk about, it's no big deal. She goes on boats in Miami, it's no big deal. It is a big deal because now that dude ain't going to want to fucking pay child support because you were on those fucking boats with the other team.
And the thing is that...
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Huh?
I'll let you go first.
Come on, could you...
It's so hard to argue with his points, though. Like, honestly, I know he's, like, really hated for, like, a lot of things, but he makes a lot of sense, and I say a lot of the same things. I agree with him. Like, I feel like nowadays...
Come up for me.
I don't know. Like, society has... He's right. It's been stripped away, like, our nature. That's what we were kind of talking about earlier, and I feel like the men have become more feminine, and the women have become more masculine.
Now you spitting. Now you spitting.
That's how I feel, truly.
Okay, I agree with that 100%. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I could see that.
You know what I mean? So we're having to carry our own because we already know how society is. So it's like we already know 9 times out of 10 our baby daddy's not gonna do this shit that we want him to.
Yeah.
That's sad, but like that's like I mean I have a lot of friends who have we have.
Do you feel like there's a lot of more
so.
guy simps now in the world?
Well, I've only been single for a little while.
Got you.
You know, I've been in a long relationship since a teen, so it's like it was like back-to-back relationships. Like now that I'm seeing like kind of like the world I'm dating around, I'm seeing like how men are. I get so turned off by men because there is a lot of simps, and that really just like, and it's crazy to say.
No,
that.
talk to it. No,
Yeah,
keep
no,
going.
I
Keep going.
agree.
Okay.
Like we love them. Like
I'm glad they're there.
You glad
like,
they're there,
but like nobody wants that.
No, that's not a long term for me. Like I don't know. I don't know. Why is it that way? And I think it's because we kind of crave a little bit of like kind of like what he was talking about. We crave a man that wants his respect. You know, we crave a man that's going to be a man. And it's like, I know that's like one word, but there's so much that goes into being a man for real.
Being masculine, yes.
You know, masculine. So these men they're simps, they're weak. I feel like I can run all over them. And I know that sounds fucked up. But I'm like, you're a bitch and you're not going to do anything about
Baby
it.
back bitch.
Baby back bitch.
Baby back bitch. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. And it's like, I don't know.
Okay. No.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about money-wise, but
No, again, that's what simps are. They spend money for time. And that's crazy as fuck.
That men,
love y'all.
Do you think that men marry for like high status families? Like I'm thinking of like Ivanka Trump. Like would someone marry a girl for like
Quick question before we get into this again. Do y'all actually want to get married?
Yes.
You want to get married.
We talk about that, don't we?
All the time.
Okay, what age you want to get married, or what?
Now.
Yesterday.
Damn, for real?
But then again, I love being single because I just.
Damn, hold on.
She belongs to the streets.
Damn.
I do. I'm not gonna lie to you right now.
What the fuck?
I don't want no, but I do want to be married. I feel like I've always wanted to be married. That's why I've been in a relationship for so long. I'm with a man, and I'm like, this is my forever. I'm on like date number 2, and I'm like, I can imagine us. Like, I can imagine you as like a husband, and I kind of live up here because I've always craved like marriage and family, and so I feel like I've fallen for the wrong one so soon. I've been in these long relationships, and they didn't work out for me, and that was a lot of time. But now that I'm like finding who I am.
So you say that you actually want to get married, and want to get married pretty soon, like right now.
No, I was lying. No,
I got
not
you.
it sounds nice, but no.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But even for you, why not? Why are you not getting married? Because I'm guaranteeing y'all got fucking tens of people that's in your DMs that want to take you out, that want to fucking buy you the world. And
that's her.
So why haven't you found Mr. Right, so to speak?
Because they all annoy me.
Yeah.
Like, I can't be around them for, like, long enough to where I'm like, okay, it's time.
Yeah.
Okay. So name, like, the top 2 things that they do that annoys you. Is it just their presence?
Call my phone.
Okay.
Text me.
So no text, no call?
No, I
just
fucking hate when they call me. I hate when they text me. I hate when they, like, call me more than once. If I don't pick up the phone, don't keep calling me. That's what like really, really gets under my skin because I hate just talking to people. So like if I'm gonna fuck with you, I'm gonna fuck with you on my time.
Got you.
Yeah. So I hate when they like overstep that and they just don't know when to stop talking to you.
Yeah. I think
it's really terrible.
Okay. Got you.
She craves her space. I think that's important. But at the same time, like, I'm like that too. Like, I'd rather just, like, live with my man. Because, like, I'm not about to be calling you and texting you all the time.
Okay, I get that. So, for you, that you saying that, so even for a guy that lives with you, you wouldn't want, like, you know, to coexist and be all up on him? You want your own space? Oh, no,
that's my man. Like, that's cool. But, like, all these, like, random people that want my attention, like, I don't even know them, and they'll be calling my phone, like...
Okay, but they're trying to get to know you, but that's...
But yeah, but like it's not happening.
Goddamn. Carrying on.
I don't feel like people know how to take it slow anymore. They just kind of like...
You said
and
what?
that gives me like the ick, because like men are like, where you at? What are you doing? I'm like, it's 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. What are you doing texting my phone at this hour? Like,
trying to fuck.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, why does that have to be that? What happened to romance? That's why I won't get married, because our selection is poo.
But y'all are cool too.
That's what
it goes both
like,
ways, because.
But why are we this way? Y'all set this bar. Now we're just
no.
Playing
Y'all set this bar. I want to be very clear. Women choose 100% who fucks and who doesn't fuck in today's society. So you guys are choosing the dudes that fuck each other. I mean, that fuck y'all.
Wait, what?
no. Hold on.
I was gonna say, do you want to get a little
I give myself that. I got to. But I'm saying that y'all pick the dudes. Y'all pick the winners. So y'all can't complain about the winners because y'all pick them. If y'all all got together and women was like, hey, we only going to pick good guys that treat us right, that don't fucking
those
be crazy,
the
etc.
Sims, and those are the annoying ones. We don't like those. We like them, but we don't like them long term.
But then make a choice. You can't have a fucking wet, fucking dry person. You gotta be literally.
Okay,
you gotta
but
pick something.
It's just I feel like it's more rare to run into a man that's on his shit, that's determined, that's working on. Even if he's not rich yet, he's like determined to do something with his 24 hours. Okay, you don't see a lot of that. You see a lot of scammers get their money quick, especially living here in Atlanta.
That's actually facts.
You got about like 2 main groups to make a lot of money. You got your drug dealers and your scammers. Okay, and then you got your businessmen, which are okay, cool. And then you got your, you know what I'm saying. So there's like different levels to it. But I feel like I don't know. Like the selection is just so. Not how it used to be. Not the movies I grew up watching. That's all I got to say about that. Like, I just see laziness.
No, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be completely honest on this show right now. It's not the selection. It's your eyes. It's the people that you choose. Because you can be choosing different people, but you tend to choose the same type of person over and over and over again. So you will get the same results.
I don't choose a lot of people. This is what I see, and this is what I see on not just like people in public, which that's all the time, but even on social media. And I feel like we know a little too much about each other now, because you know you got your Twitter, you got women exposing how they feel, and men exposing how they feel. You got constant like conversations about it on your TL. I don't know if you use Twitter a lot, but it's just like a constant debate. Then you see women, they're sexualizing themselves more than ever, and it's a power movement. And I love to see it, but men are seeing that as like, okay, like they're catching on, they're playing our game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're all kind of like, this is like the sluttiest generation. I don't know.
It is. No, that's factual. That's 100% factual.
That's just what I see. So selection, yes, but like that's just what I see, right?
Okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
Selection is, yeah.
All right, carrying on.
Status in that way.
Well, that is one of the most. I mean, if you look at arranged marriages, it's all for status, right? That's an example. But men primarily marry for. I'd argue that men, and I say this about men, but women do the same thing, right? Women love the idea of getting status from a man. Women love the idea, and this is where it actually gets a bit messy. The waters get muddy because women love the idea of bragging about the man they're with, but they can only brag about the man they're with if other women want that man. So you're saying you love women who get cheated, women love getting cheated on. That's not true. But women do not like men that other women don't want.
That's
if
true.
you were to say, look, I got my man, he's perfect, he's rich, he da-da-da-da-da, and every girl in the room would go, I would never touch him. She's like, oh, shit. Well, I don't
You not have to worry about
it. But it's true, right? Women want men that all the women want.
Do you know what's the best man that woman wants? Is the one that every girl wants, but he doesn't want them.
Okay.
A selective man.
Yeah, exactly.
That's more
But
valuable
that's
than
the
the
problem.
top
But
chick
that's
that
the
gets every
fantasy.
hoe.
You're saying
That's
that
the
men,
fantasy.
but Tate,
No, that's
you're
not
saying
the
that
fantasy.
men are
That's
now
not that
polygamous
selective.
and women should accept that. That's the problem. Men are continuously disrespecting their woman. Like, yeah, you know what? You can't be with one woman. Now you want to keep cheating with all these different women.
That's not what he said. He's saying if you're gonna go for a high status guy, if you're gonna go for the
best way to burn fat and get shredded is not keto, not paleo, and it's definitely not intense exercises.
My bad, girl. I keep.
the top 5% of guys, that's what comes with it. And if
Yeah,
not,
but
then go for the average guy.
Can I just say that before? So is it okay for average guys to stick with one woman then?
It's not about okay. It's okay for anyone to do whatever they want. I'm not sitting here saying what's okay and what isn't okay. What I'm talking about is observations about the baseline realities of how humans function. What I'm telling is if you give a man unlimited options, like the men at the top of society have, on a long enough time scale, he will explore said options. That is a fact. Like I said earlier, you can walk into a car garage and buy a Nissan, and that's reliable, and it'll never let you down. Or you can buy a McLaren. You cannot sit, like women do, and go, I want the McLaren that's reliable like the Nissan. Well, guess fucking what? That's not real. So you have to choose.
Can I ask you something, Mr. Tate? Can I ask you something? Years ago...
Do y'all agree or disagree that you got, I'm guessing that pros and cons come with each choices with men?
Let's hear your opinion.
No, I want to hear y'all opinion. That's what y'all here for. Talk to me.
Well, what do you think, Daddy?
What the fuck? What do you
Pros
think?
and cons of men.
Huh? No, okay. Do y'all believe that there's a guy that can be handsome, rich, successful, pause, hot, 6 feet plus, etc., and be faithful, monogamous, all that, or no?
Yeah.
You believe that?
I believe it's possible. I believe it's extremely rare, but I believe it's possible.
Okay. And for you personally, would you want a guy like that, or are you willing to accept a guy of high status that may step out from time to time?
Oh, I'm
keeping
my mouth shut.
No, say it. Go ahead.
No, I'm keeping my mouth shut. You do what you want.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, but hold on. I gotta ask then. Are y'all doing what y'all want?
No. I mean, yes, but no.
I feel like that's cap. All right. I feel like that's cap. All right.
I don't know. Personally, I like my man more low key. Even if he doesn't have I don't really care for the status because I know what that comes with. So I like my man a little ugly.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? No, but for real, I do, because I'm telling you, one thing about, like I said, yes, I believe it's possible. Am I going to find that? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? It's so rare because, like you said, with that status and that money comes, other things. And so, but I don't know. I'm so back and forth on my thoughts because, I've been with a man who's not even he was attracted to me. Please don't play with him. But, I don't know. I don't think I'd, go for, the hottest in the room.
Okay, let me just ask this question so it could just be straightforward. Would you rather have a guy that's a 5 in looks-wise, attractiveness-wise, and don't really have that much status, don't really have that much money? He's average status, average height, average pretty much everything, but he's monogamous as fuck. He's going to treat you right. He's faithful, etc. Or would you rather have the dude that's extremely attractive and have a lot of money, etc., but he's going to step out from time to time? Which one would you actually choose?
Depends on which version of me you're asking. Like single era right now, give me that high status man, baby. Go do what you want. You know what I'm saying? Because take me shopping, pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? Put money in my pocket. Go do what you want. If you want to go to another, country and do what you do, all right, cool. But leave me this because I'm already knowing what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But like that's not real love. That's not something that I feel like comes with. I don't know. Your man's hoeing around out there like. I might love him for sure. Like if I love him, but
I would never be like.
That's not who I want to like be with like forever. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna take that little come up and know what it is from the start.
All right.
I agree.
What do you think?
Yeah.
So you would choose which one? The rich guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Temporarily until I find my husband.
But you want to get married right now, so you wouldn't choose the faithful guy? Eventually or no? Never. Would y'all ever choose the faithful guy? The average faithful guy?
Later,
yeah.
What? I'm like 40-something, and I'm not married by now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Y'all keeping it honest, though. I gotta respect that at least. So, like you said, so when you were much later down the road, you would choose the faithful average guy?
Later.
Okay.
Right?
Later.
Yeah. Give me that status now. Give me that money now. So I can start my life with a little kickstart.
Because years ago, if you want to meet a man, you go out there and you actually talk. But now you meet a guy, he can go and check out your ID and see what you're all about. Don't you think that by them being able to look and see what you're all about, that makes a difference to how they perceive you?
100%. I think society is fundamentally and utterly broken. I think the way that men and women interact is broken. I think that men are broken. I think that women are broken. I think everything is completely fucked, genuinely. and this is where we go into the small things. We're talking about status. You're right about IG. If I go on a date with a girl and I look at her Instagram page, I'm sitting there thinking, does this make me look good or bad? Yes, I want her to be hot. Yes, I want her to have followers. Yes, I want everyone chasing her. But what's that caption about fucking city life? And what's this about? What's that? That's not, nah. That puts me off, right? So it's interesting. What's also interesting is the majority of women don't have a clue in the modern world what men find attractive. So we said earlier in the very beginning of this podcast about men who want their dick sucked and all this bullshit. Men don't, that's not attractive to men. We don't want any of that. Most women, if you were to say, how do you attract a man, they wouldn't have a Scooby-Doo. They wouldn't have an idea.
I know. They want a submissive woman.
Hello,
she cooks for him.
All right, really quickly, what do y'all think men want?
Oh, they want that trophy wife that just, even if shit goes on right up underneath her nose, she's just gonna look the other way because she's got a good life and her man's that man, and you got the money, you got the white picket fence and the American dream. So shut the fuck up. They want that woman that knows they go to the strip club and probably gonna go get some tail at the end of the night or a couple racks. Because that's none of your business because you got a good life and you need to be grateful, right?
Okay. So basically a woman that just be quiet.
Yes.
Okay. What are your thoughts? What do a man want?
No, I agree.
You agree?
Right?
We're on the same page with that.
Carrying on.
Give him some massage.
Feed him great.
It's not just. No, it's not. It's not even.
Pat his head.
It's not just about that. One of the important things for being a man, especially in a relationship, is we want to be our woman. If I have a woman and I love her, I want to be her portal to the world. I want her to experience things through me and see things through me. So for that, I need a degree of innocence and purity for her. I want to be the first person to put her on a private jet. I want her to get on the jet and go, wow, I did it. Oh, you took me. It's like you wouldn't want to give someone a Christmas present if they'd had 10 presents better than you beforehand.
Yeah,
would you?
It's like
I've never been on a private jet.
As a man, so as a woman, what makes you attractive to a man, to a degree, is your innocence and your purity. This is very important. And it can go down to very basic, simple things. I'll tell you, if I walk in a club, do you know who the hottest girl in the club? It's the girl who isn't dancing, isn't twerking on a fucking stage, not surrounded by dudes. When girls want male attention in a club, they start drinking, twerking. That is the most revolting, haram bullshit. I may want to fuck you, but I don't want to be with you. If you show me a girl sitting in the corner, shy, I'm like, good, she hasn't experienced too much life. I can show her things. And also, not just show her things. This is a very important point that I get attacked by the Matrix for because they completely misunderstand me on purpose. As a man, if I'm out here struggling and leading and trying to lead my household, I also want a woman who shares my values. I want to a degree to educate my woman and show her things and for her to agree with me. Like you said earlier, you're looking for a male role model. You want to be a role model to your woman. If she's too experienced with life, it's difficult to be a role model. If she's sitting there shy and quiet, you can come along and say, no, you know what? Don't take the fucking vaccine. Listen to me. And you can be a role model for her. You can't do that for a woman who knows too fucking much, knows too many dudes, been too many places. So it's this degree of purity that we're looking for that's super important.
What about intellect, though?
Thoughts? I want to hear
I just got told that I'm a sloppy ass, ugly hoe.
Wait, what?
That's what you just said.
Yes. When a lot of times when it comes to experiences with women, they tend to get more masculine. They tend to get less agreeable. They tend to be less fun to be around. A younger woman that hasn't had that much experience, etc., is more happier about the world. Yes, they're more happier. They're more fun to be around. They have this feminine energy, like lead me, daddy, blah blah blah. Versus, oh no, I've done that already. I don't want to do that. I've been there already.
Damn.
I don't like that taste.
I've been doing it wrong.
Yes, you getting game right here, right now.
No.
What are your thoughts?
I don't give a fuck though.
I don't give a fuck though.
I don't.
What are your thoughts?
We have this conversation. We always talk about that because she's very like feminist. Like one thing about Daddy, like her name is Daddy, but like she is like very tapped into her divine feminine energy, and I think that it attracts more men because I feel like you're like, it's like an elegance, right? And so I feel like I'm more rough around the edges because, you know, I don't know, I've just always been like more tomboyish. Like I love men, like I'm not gonna say I'm straight, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But like I just feel like whenever I meet men, like I'm automatically like, oh yeah, we like the same things. Like, and then that's how our conversations kind of like, you know what I'm saying, spark up because we could talk about sports, we could talk about, and they kind of like the sexiness too that goes with it. So it's like, I can do both, don't get me wrong. Yeah. Okay, I'll step out in some 12-inch heels.
Got you.
Okay, but yeah, I do.
But you say
agree.
you tend to be a little bit more tomboyish.
Yeah, and I feel like now wasn't I just making this video the other day? Mm-hmm. I was like, I feel like now that I'm becoming a young adult, it's like, I'm having to, I'm not going to ever change who I am, but I've definitely noticed the type of woman that I want to carry myself as if I want to be this person, live this life, and do these things and go these places.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, gotcha.
Like, just, sit up, girl.
And I actually disagree with you on the one point that you say you shouldn't change who you are. You definitely should change who you are. Every day you should be bettering yourself. Every day you should be evolving. Every day you should be getting better, etc. Physically, mentally, spiritually.
I do agree, yeah. But always stay true to who you are.
Continuing on.
I'm curious if she's like done too many things, that's like bad, right?
Yes, correct.
So I'm not even talking sexually, like been on a private jet. Yeah. I'm curious because I lived a.
But how do you get on a private jet without sucking dick?
Oh, I was just curious because my dad's part of like he's top like 1% in terms of like income, and I was just curious, is it different if you did stuff with your dad?
Well, no, that's fine.
No, not like that. Not sexual. No, I meant like
she said private jet.
Yeah, private.
I know what you're saying. Well, I mean, I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
But my point is that we're looking for a true degree of innocence inside of females, and it's that innocence is going to make us feel protective over them, and that the protectiveness is going to make us be good men. Mm-hmm. Okay. So when we're looking at society as a whole and how broken it is, I understand that men have a massive role to play, women have a massive role to play, but a lot of the paternal instincts and instinctual behaviors of men, because the instinctual behavior of man is to die for his woman. Mm-hmm. Like someone comes to try and take her, pull a sword, die to defend her, right? Mm-hmm. If you're going through life and you find that men don't really feel about you that way, that's because a lot of their instinct is being eroded by the fact that you, like you said, they look through your IG or they look through your life and you've lived so much life, and they just feel like, there's nothing new I can bring to this girl's reality.
But I don't feel like that's true, though, because, like, I think it's like, I get what you're saying to a degree, right? But it's like, you could be on a private jet 10 times, but it's going to be special because it's with you.
Yeah. Not for him, it isn't. Not for him. For him, it's special because it's your first time. Because men, maybe it's a biological predisposition. Maybe it's just the way we're designed. But let's tie it back to sex. Virginity, first time. It's not that you've done it. It's that you've done it with the first time with me. That's what is important. It's experience as a whole that men find. It's just the truth. Call me misogynistic, cancel me, whatever. I'm telling the truth. I always have done. It's experience of life as a whole that men, to a degree, find off-putting. We don't want a woman who's had a bunch of trauma, had a bunch of experiences, done a bunch of shit, knows a bunch of people, been a bunch of places. That's the absolute opposite of what we want. We want the complete polar opposite of that. And what's funny is women want men who have done those things. I'll tell you right now. Go out there and find a virgin woman and say, do you want to have your first boyfriend? Do you want to lose your virginity to a virgin man or a man
virgin hunk.
or a man who's had a couple girls? She'll choose a dude with experience as a virgin herself. Experience is always coveted and respected in men. It's the opposite in women.
That's true.
So it's true. So we have to look at how fucked up the world is. Women, especially between their 18 and 28, or 18 and 25, let's say, are living these crazy lifestyles, these crazy lives with the most important people, richest people on the planet, doing everything that can be experienced under the sun. And then at 29, 30, some dude's expected to come along, know he's second place to X, Y, Z, and be happy with that, and not allow it to hurt his ego, and sit there and pick it up and put a fucking brave face on. It kills him every day inside. That's the reality. He's in love with you, and you've been fucking where with fucking who? I can't afford a jet. I'm Joe Schmo.
Okay.
That fucking breaks their hearts.
Do you think that host
thoughts?
That's too bad. You know?
You said it's too bad?
It's unfortunate.
From whose point of view? Yours or?
From theirs.
Okay, why do you say that?
You know, because if they're just not leveling up to what someone else is or
because their ego
was, like,
yeah.
It sounds
oh,
like
y'all
an
coming from that
ego
angle. I got you.
problem.
But you, it's not even, I'm going to be honest, it's not necessarily about leveling up. Because what does leveling up mean?
It's
You
about
taking it.
comparing himself to someone else.
No, I got you. But you're going to compare someone to someone else. And that's, I think, is his whole argument is, let's say you date a rapper. Now you are around other rappers, around other famous people, etc. Maybe he don't have the most money, and he's not on private jets or etc. But now you've done a lot of statusy things, right? And then you date someone that's rich as fuck, and you do a lot of rich things. And you date someone who's an artist as fuck. I don't know. You date a lot of different people. When you go to another person, you're going to compare him to all those people that you dated before. Are you not?
I mean, he's going to be put on a pedestal.
Right, because in their perfect world, they want a girl who has experiences because they want to be the territorial, like, I want to show you the world. And because that's what feeds their ego, right? And so I agree that's what happens and that's what's natural. Now, do I believe that my experiences should alter the way that you view yourself? That sounds like a personal problem to me.
What do you mean?
Well, the fact that I've been here and there and I traveled in this or that, that's going to make you feel less of a man instead of you being like, I want to do that for her too. Let me go harder and let me become successful and be wealthy so we can do these things together. How about that?
God, no. It's not going to make you feel less as a man. It's going to make him think that you're less of a woman. Why would you, again?
Only because they feel less of a man. So it's not because they think
it's
that
not
I'm less of a
necessarily
woman.
that.
He just said, how am I supposed to, you know what I'm saying, like show this girl the world whenever she's already done this and that with billionaires and millionaires or whatever the hell. So it's like, to them, they'd rather have a girl who has experienced all those grand things. You know, they want to experience that with her first, of course, but at the same time, like, why? Why would that bother them? Why would that make them look at a woman? Because wouldn't money attract money? If you see a woman who's got her body done and she's wearing a chain and jewelry and her hair's blown out and she looks the fuck good, nails done to the T, lives in a nice ass skyrise, you don't think that attracts men because that's a woman who's got some money?
No.
You know what I'm saying? No?
I'm letting you know straight up right now. Let me play this button one more time.
Wrong.
One more
Then
time,
how are they making all this money?
Men are not attracted to you based off your money. I'm telling you right now. Now, maybe there are a minority of some men that may be attracted to that, but those men are trying to use you. Majority of men, they are attracted to women based off of beauty, based off of their experience, based off their femininity, based off of their how do they look when it comes to loyalty, are they a hoe, etc. Not based off of how much money a woman makes. We don't actually give a fuck. I'm gonna be quite honest with you.
Sexy, successful, beautiful woman, that's not like a wow thing.
No. Beautiful woman is a wow.
Successful
Does not matter.
Say they have done these things and been in the right rooms and got plugged in with the right people. That's why they're doing all these
for
things.
us, we don't care about all that extra shit.
Okay.
A lot of men will take a feminine, loyal, attractive woman that works at fucking McDonald's over a woman that's much less attractive, but she has her shit together and she's masculine as fuck, but she's a super boss babe. A lot of men would choose the beautiful woman that does work at McDonald's over the other one. Just straight up. Carrying on.
can never be turned into housewives.
Okay, I'll answer.
You said what?
Haven't met those.
You haven't met those?
Haven't met a lot of those. A lot of the men that I come in contact with, I could be in a relationship right now if I wanted to be. I think we both can.
Okay.
We know that.
Okay.
It's not like we're single because we don't want to be single. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we want to be married, but we're looking at our selection. We're looking at the world right now. And I understand what these people are saying, and I think both sides have points. Really, it's just his side. But
So you're saying, okay, I want to be very clear what you're saying though. So you're saying that you meet a lot of men that care about what your success level and how much money you make?
No, I'm not saying that, but I do believe that. I think a lot of men see that too as, wow, like she's on her own shit, like 2 incomes is better than one. Like I love a woman that's on her boss. I've heard that a lot. Like I've seen that a lot.
But because they're trying to fuck you. Like let's keep it all the way a buck. They tell you these things because they're trying to fuck you.
I've seen boss couples. I've seen.
No, don't get that twisted. Of course, there's going to be boss couples, but what I'm trying to explain to you is your boss level from a male perspective is not going to make you more attractive.
Maybe not more attractive, but not less attractive. I mean, I think you're saying...
No. I would actually argue it may make you less attractive because it's not necessarily about the money you make. It's the qualities and the traits you have to get to make that much money. You have to be disagreeable. You have to be masculine. You have to be dominant. You can't be a passive, very submissive boss bitch. That don't make sense. You have to have those masculine traits.
We both were for our men whenever we were in relationships.
Say what?
Whenever we were both in a relationship, I mean, I was in a relationship last year for a year, and I was very submissive. Like, I know whenever it comes to my man, I respect him just like I respected my son's father. He's the man of the household. Like, I did follow these traditional, like, ways of just living because I saw it growing up, and I just believe that that's how it should be. I do believe that the man should be the respected one in the house. So, like, there's a lot of things I do agree with. Now, at the same time, I just see that we live in a world where personally, I see a woman who's successful and beautiful, and I'm like, wow, like that's who I want to be. That's what attracts me. You know what I'm saying? So a man's opinion, honestly, doesn't really matter to me at this point because I see those successful women, and that's what it's not about being in love and being with the man and having family. That's nice and all. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to be successful whether that comes or not. That man can come.
Okay. Oh, no, I want to pause right here. So from your point of view, in your eyes, success equals finances.
No, I believe that success equals whatever you want to do with that money does become, yes, happiness.
No. Okay, so I want to be clear. So you just agreed. So from your point of view, success is a financial goal, not necessarily you having kids, being a family, but you don't have that much money. That's not a successful thing in your eyes.
I got my son. I don't really care for, now that I've been doing it on my own, I just feel like now I just want to honestly marry an 85-year-old man who's about to kick it, rich as hell, and kickstart my life with some money. And that way I don't need to talk to these men or go on these fucking dates and deal with this bullshit. You know?
Got you.
It is money. Sorry.
All right, carrying on.
To that question, and the answer is actually, truthfully, yes. Which I know a lot of people are confused by. They can. If you're a good enough, high enough level man, you absolutely can turn a hoe into a housewife. But why the fuck would you? Because you don't have to. A man like me, I could, but I'm not low on options, so I would never decide to do that. If you're a billionaire, could you? You can find an old rusty car and rebuild it, or you can just buy a new one, right? So it's not about what could be done; it's about what will be done. So once women hit a certain status of man, I don't think women are stupid. I actually argue the fact that women have a beautiful intuition. I think that women, to a degree, their intuition is truly almost psychic. The number of times I've come home and she's like, "You were cheating," and I was like, "How the fuck does she know I'm fucking cheating?" You have intuition and it's real. You guys are smart, right? And if they get to a certain echelon of man, they're not going to go anywhere because there's nowhere else to go. They're going to get to a guy eventually. They're going to stop at the buck and go, "You know what? Where am I going to surpass this specimen? So I'm just going to behave for him." So you could turn a hoe into a housewife that way. But why would a man at that level want to do that?
Why do some guys at certain, and this is obviously a celebrity example, but I'm
Do you guys think that men can turn hoes into housewives?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, and how?
My ass will be in the kitchen fucking cooking and cleaning and shit.
Say what? Say that one more time. Say that one more time. Wait, what?
I said I would be in the kitchen cooking and cleaning and shit.
Okay. So you think that equates to you being a housewife?
I'd be a good little slut housewife.
Mm-hmm.
A good slut housewife.
Loyal. Like, if my man's about to take me out of these streets for good and we're going to live happy and we're going to go here, there, like, I want to go to Italy for lunch.
Okay, hold on. Pasta. Now, what if he's willing to take all that? He actually treats you right. He loves you, etc. But from time to time, he steps out. Would you be cool with that?
Steps out as in cheating?
Yeah, steps out as in fucking someone else.
Oh, that's when like stepping out. We can step out together, babe. Oh, like, what? He cheats. Let's work this out. I'm gonna pretend like I'm leaving you and pack my bags. It's gonna be a whole. I hope my man is not watching.
I'm about to say
the fuck? You said let me not incriminate myself. Okay, let me.
No, speak your truth.
But no, for real.
Speak your truth.
I feel like we could work it out. Unless it's like, I love you and I love you for who you are and like let's make this family work and like you know what I'm saying, like it's all about like what you walk into it knowing what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It just depends.
I feel like
I'm
if
gonna
there's
get mad
like
at my 75-year-old boyfriend for stepping out.
75?
You go ahead and step out, baby.
Yeah, because your punishment is I'm not fucking you for the rest of your life.
Wait,
just like,
what the fuck?
No, I'm being dead serious though. Like, no, I'm joking, but I cannot even be serious. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carrying on.
Cool.
I'm sure we can all think of examples in like day-to-day life where a guy with a lot of options does pick a hoe and like wife her. Like for example, Kim and Kanye. Because Kanye clearly has options.
She
right?
did not want to be a housewife.
No,
she was a project.
Okay, I understand. I'm just asking because some guys do pick.
Yeah, they do, and it's a really good point. And I have nothing bad to say about Kanye. In fact, I think a lot of the work he's doing now in terms of attacking the Matrix is important. But I can give you a generalized answer. But it's a man who is not true to his masculine imperative, which is going to fall for the propaganda machine, which is being purported upon him, who's going to believe that all the crap that is being told by society, like a female's past doesn't matter and all this shit doesn't matter. This is what's interesting in the fight against the Matrix, because people always say to me, Andrew, why do you come here and say all these things? They're literally trying to destroy your life for what you say. And the truth is, as a man, you have two choices. You either fight against the programming and the brainwashing they're trying to put inside of all of our minds, or you end up fighting against yourself. If you're a man and you sit down and you believe the garbage that society's telling you about how society functions between men and women, you're going to end up getting fucking wrecked, like these dudes do. They sit there and go, just because she's fucked everyone doesn't mean she'll do it again. Just because, and they sit there like dummies and they get fucking wrecked, right? You have to sit there as a man and go, no, I don't give a shit what society's telling me. I understand something baseline about humanity, right? And that's why they make these poor choices. And a lot of men do make these poor choices, but it's only in the West. It's only in the West where this propaganda machine exists. You will not find a Russian billionaire doing this dumb shit. You will not find a Chinese billionaire doing this dumb shit. You do not go to Saudi and find a sheikh doing this dumb shit. None of it. You only find it in the West.
Do you think the values of the West are spreading?
What?
Like,
what?
He said what values?
So
name a value of the West.
Sorry.
Name a value.
Sorry, I might have misspoke.
Ideals.
I mean, like the ideas of the West. Like I've just gotten I get messages from people like from all over, and like in places like India, I've heard feminism is spreading there. Like I've heard that. Do you not find that to be true?
So firstly, the West has no value. The only thing the West seems to defend fervently is LGBT. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm not. I'm just saying it's the only thing that they'll stand up and fight for. I don't know why. It's weird. Like this, they don't care about anything else. They don't care about children going without child support. They don't care about people dying in wars. They don't care about our parents being in parent homes. They don't care about crime. They don't care about no one being able to pay their energy bills. They don't care about nothing. But they give a shit for some reason about this one thing, and they'll fucking throw the flag all around the world.
Which is again surrounded around sex.
That's all they care about. It's fucking strange. So that's the first thing about the values of the West. Second thing, the harder society and the harder the life is as a whole, the longer it's going to take for feminism to spread. Feminism only exists in a vacuum of an easy life. If you're living in a...
Oh, shit. Actually, I'm going to do that on a whole separate video. That's going to be hella deep. All right. So from this video so far, what are y'all final thoughts on what y'all heard today, what we discussed today, any points of contention, etc.? The fuck, Taylor?
I'll start. It's cool.
Go ahead.
You know, it's really hard for me to argue with a lot of his points, and I do agree with a lot of the things that he does say. Traditionally, like I feel like a lot of the views he says is true. I like to look at things from other perspectives as well, you know.
And then come closer to me so I can make sure.
And I just,
Oh,
my bad. No. Sorry, I was in my own world. But I just feel like, like I agree with a lot of things that he says, but at the same time, like always look at things from a different perspective. We live in a different time. Yeah. You know, I feel like for both ends, for women and men, like we're both trying to understand and recognize like these changes that we've made as a society.
Yeah.
And we're kind of like caught between we want to fall in love and have this happy marriage with like this perfect man, but then again, like we're dealing with a society that
okay.
you know we're battling with.
Hold on, hold it down. Go ahead. Go ahead. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yes, no.
She agrees.
She agrees. Yes.
That's my girl.
All right.
Right
and then what's your Instagrams?
Daddy Probs.
Daddy Probs.
Daddy Probs.
Mm-hmm. Mine is currently down, but my Finsta, Top Dolly Scar.
All right. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you want to follow them, the link to their Instagram will be in the description below. Join the Patreon army. Get Red Pill and Chill on Amazon as we speak. Other than that, I'm out. Peace.
That was cute.